Hi, welcome to the new video. I am Rohit Desai, co-founder of JB Experts. In this video, we are going to discuss which one is better for me, which suits my virtual requirement as well as other services. So mainly this video is for the virtual meet. Either Google Meet is good or Zoom is good. So we are going to disclose each and everything here. I'll tell you the price point, which one is better, why you should pick which one, and the things forward. Okay. So when it comes to Google Meet or Zoom you can buy it individually as it's a whole different company itself. You can buy it separately. But in a Google Meet, there is nothing that you can go and just buy Google Meet. You need to buy a whole bundle, which we call it as Google Workspace. So here we are going to cover each and every tool, communication, file sharing, storage, document sharing, team collaboration, everything comes into the picture. But here Zoom is just an independent virtual meeting tool. You don't need to collab with anything else. So what are the tools we are discussing here, which comes in a Google Workspace? Gmail, obviously we use it for all the purpose. We can use it on our customized domain. So that as a business email, what we call. So that works very well to communicate with your buyers, suppliers, all around the world, whomever you want to communicate, you can do with it. So it's always better to have your business domain comparing to your Gmail account. Rohit at Gmail account is not professional. Rohit at JB Experts looks professional and it works very well. So they can still go and grab the number, go and check on the email or visit my website. There are possibilities. I can also use like Google Drive, where I can store bills, invoices, documentations and everything. So normally what we do is we get all the documents, upload it to Google Drive, send a link to my CHA. He already has a seal. I don't need to courier him anything. So he has a seal and he'll just seal it. I gave him an authorization for signature. He does the signature and submits it off. So it's all works very well for us. So instead of sending a courier, doing that and all of it, Google Drive works for that. Google Meet is something exactly like Zoom, but bit of a lower quality, but not that great as Zoom controls, but still it's good for exporter or importer. As we are not running a YouTube channel, we are all a businessman. So if that's the case, and we are not conducting a huge webinar, as a businessman, as an export-import business, I just cater to 1 or 2 meetings with 1 or 2 people or 5 people or 12 people maximum. So in those situations, I don't really need a big controls, fancy stuff, avatars, voiceovers, whiteboard. I'm not going to present anything. So in those cases, this really doesn't make sense. So Google Meet itself is more than enough to have all your video requirements and it's good to go. Calendar, normally you can use calendar which is in the bundle where you can book your meetings, you can schedule your meetings, track all the dates, container cutoff times, other follow-ups, whatever you get it, which is in your Gmail account, you can add those reminders directly to your calendar. You don't need to go manually do it like what we do it in the Zoom. Whatever the notes we have taken, we write it separately and then we go and update it to our CRM. In this case, whatever the emails you get, if you ask the AI tool, it will add to the calendar. That's good enough for us. And chat, if we are a team of 5, 6, 12, 15. So in those cases, normally if you want to sit and chat with them or to share some emails, respond to this email, you need to take some inputs from them. In those cases, what you can do is you can just drag the email, drop it to the chat and you can send them. So they can put a comments on it without sending out emails and everything is being properly managed in your internal communications. So Gemini is a AI tool, which is like a chat GPT, which you can use it for writing emails, translating your languages, summarizing, buyer's call, generating full-on notes instantly. So these are really going to help you in the coming days. Docs, you can create documentations, your SOPs, your agreements, all the copy, you can just go live, edit it, whatever the link you have shared to him, you can edit there, change all the details, and you can see what is being edited and what is being, you can negotiate right on the meeting itself so that everything is being visible. So where he is, I don't like, sir, I couldn't see it. No, that's not required because on Docs, it's all lively edited. You can see it where the cursor is, what is he editing and what is exactly changing. And if you're agreeing to it or you're denying it as an exporter or an importer, you can just negotiate right there. So this document really works very well. Then comes the sheets. It's like your Excel sheet, what you've been using from Microsoft. These are the same thing. Use it on an online thing. So you don't need to save it somewhere. Your files are going to be missing. That doesn't happen here. Slides are nothing but your PPTs. You can present your whole pitch, your trade shows, your virtuals, whatever you need, you can do that. Which is normally a video editing tool. That's not something that as exporters or importers we need it. Then Keep is something To-do list, that's very important. What is the task for me for tomorrow? That's something I can do it right here. Sites is something that I'm going to build a website on Google platform, but normally I don't suggest. It's not that great. If you better use it as a WordPress or a customized website, that really works. If you give it to a developer, they will do it for you, or even if that's something required, you can contact us. Forms is something that you need to know what meeting you are attending, why are you attending with them, and what is the background of the company. If you are not aware of it, then obviously what are you going to talk to them? On what topic? What's the agenda of the meeting? So in those situations, what I always suggest you is, soon someone books the meeting, send him a form link, ask him to fill the form so that we know why are we meeting him? What is the purpose? Is it in the factory visit? Then I'm not in a factory, I'm in an office. Then it doesn't really make sense. So you need to be very sure why are you having that meeting and what is the purpose of it and what are the points that you need to discuss. Do you need to share the quotations? Do you need to share the agreements? So you need to keep everything ready. So that's how the things works. So many people don't even have a concept called as prep meets. So if you are not preparing for your meetings, then obviously the meeting is going to be a blunder. So you need to make something good. So please make sure you use it in a proper sense. Then Notebook LM is something, a AI tool to create a PDF, put it into it, summarize it, listen to it. All of it, that's not normally something that we not recommend to use, because obviously our documents are a bit legal, and moreover, if you give a feeling of more AIs, and probably your documents are not. See, there are something that miscommunications, because legal documents are very important. You need to read it line by line, word by word, with the commas and full stops. If you are asking the ChatGPT to give it a summarize, then it just gives what ChatGPT or Notebook LM or any AI tool to that matter. If you just give us the summarize, so you are just going to sign it on a summary basis. If there is one clause that can bite you tomorrow, you would have neglected it. So please do not, this model is not for your business purpose, okay? So AppSheet, if you are creating some kind of a mobile app without coding, useful for your inventory tracking, lead generation forms, or custom managed by your field agents. And this app is not for a public, it's your internal app. Okay, so now let's understand when this topic, the video, the main purpose of this video, the previous video which we have made it on Zoom, is only the purpose of having which one is better for our virtual meetings, because the deals are closed on meetings. So main thing we started from there, but still Google Meet doesn't come as a single standalone product. So we have to buy a bundle. So we are calculating it accordingly. Okay. So the main features here is the business email, as we have already discussed about it. Zoom doesn't offer it. Document sharing, editing, we have it in Google Workspace, nothing from Zoom. Zoom is a standalone product for video marketing, virtual meetings, nothing else. So file storage, not included. Meeting schedules, we have to use a third party like Calendly. That's what I've already discussed. So you have dates, you have time, you have a clock, you have your time zone, and whom are you meeting, the image representation, something like that. So this works. And then you have client calls, virtual meetings that you can do it by Google. Zoom is also a good tool with a high quality, and you have a bit of more controls. If you want to create webinars, that's normally I don't see any exporter or importer does it. So in those cases, doesn't really make sense. You'll be having a limit of 150, 300 or something. But here you can, this model is for webinar purpose. You can increase your limit by any number. Okay. So team collaborations that you can't do here, you can do it on a Google Workspace. Recordings, normally cloud recording is the only option in your paid plans. There is no local storage or recording store. So what happens here is everything, once your meeting is ended, you can go to the link and share it to the client. Along with that, you can download it and delete the file from that thing. Or else what's going to happen here is your cloud is going to be full. So that's the problem. But here in Zoom, if you are on a free plan or a pro plan, you can still download the videos to your drive, a local drive. So break room available. So if you are on a business plan in Google Workspace, only then you have it. But in all the paid plans, you get breakout rooms. So breakout rooms is nothing but if you have multi teams coming into one meeting and everyone wants to discuss their own thing. So sales meeting is done. Now in the same time sales is talking, someone else, the technical team is talking, somewhere the legal teams are talking. So it's like everyone is just like it's a fish market. So what we can do is we can separate all the team, break it to the rooms, ask the legal team to take a different room. For us it's a separate room, for us, someone else, the legal team or something, there is a separate room, and then once every meeting is done, then we can collab again and we can close the meeting from there. So that's how the things works. That is available with Zoom if that's something, a feature that you're looking at. But normally I don't say, depends on what industry you are in. That's the thing. If you're in a defense or a airline or something else, then yeah, this is very much important. But here it's not really required if you're in agro product or something. Okay. So advantages. Google Workspace, it's a all-in-one platform. You can use Gmail, Docs, meetings, file sharing, all in one system. That is not there with the Zoom. And using purchase orders, invoicing, everything, you can store it in a real time. You can see the editing option happening. You can book the meetings automatically using the link. You can store all your files at one place. You can all browse basic meetings. It's all pretty good. Use Google Meet for it. So when it comes to Zoom, excellent for your buyer presentations, excellent for your virtual quality meetings, webinars. It's great. Webinars and training, it's really good. And if you want to train your agents, distributors, franchisees, something like that, yeah, it makes really sense. Advanced meeting controls. If you are not using this all avatars, voiceovers, breaking rooms, waiting rooms, these are not something that you are looking for, then yeah, Google is the best thing. If you are looking for this, then yeah, you have to go for with Zoom. Better bandwidth. If you are better on low bandwidth, even if your internets are a bit slow, Africa, Southeast Asia, any markets, even Zoom works well. But what I see in my experience is Google Meet works better when you don't have proper internet connections. There is a lag, but still it works. Scalable. Normally, if you're doing a participations or a webinar or a training kind of it, and you're calling out 1,000+ people, then yeah, Zoom is better. But normally, I have never seen any exporter or importer doing a meeting with 1,000 people to close a deal. Doesn't really make sense. Disadvantages. Limited webinar features. If that's not troubling you, go with Google Workspace. Basic features, good enough for an exporter importer. I don't need you to spend more money on Zoom if that's not your need. And you're not doing something fancy, doesn't really matter. Cloud recording, now only on paid plans and not on local storage. Everything is on the cloud, and whenever you want to download it, you have to go and download it from the cloud. And once you delete it, that's the only file what you're left with you on your local drive. So Zoom, you cannot go with any documentation signing, collaborations, nothing there. It's a separate subscription only for your virtual meetings, nowhere included to the emails or storage or a file. And this itself is a, you can upgrade it or required integrations that you can do it at an additional price on any CRM with Zoom separately. So what is my recommendations? So what is, Rohit, tell me something, what I should do now? So what I say is, if you are an individual or a startup, go with Google Workspace because you're getting everything at one bundle. Email, that is also a business email. Just integrate your domain, all good to go. If you don't know how to do it, ask my team. They will charge you something, they will do it for you. Documentation, basic meetings, everything will be taken care. Then comes the SME, small, medium enterprises. If you're okay to take both, good enough. It's all your money. It's all your call. Even at the starting, you say like, I want both, take it. No worries. But if you are looking for a price sensitive thing, being an Indian, I don't have too much money to waste, then think properly and look for something which really make sense or required. Then export consultation or agencies, these are there. Training, trading companies, big companies or something like that, then you need to go for Zoom business. So we have Zoom, we use Google Meet also. Just the thing is, because we are export consultants, we help the companies to grow, we get the buyers, we take the meetings on behalf of the clients. So a lot of services are there, and we get paid for it. So in that case, we can offer both of it. If this is not troubling you, go for both. Whatever suits you at what situations, you can shift accordingly. But if that's not required, then yeah, go ahead with, if you're starting, Google Workspace is a go-to option. Okay. So as far as I'm saying, it's cheaper. So how much cheaper is it? So it's 164 rupees per month, or 160 if you go for a yearly subscription or something like that. So you can increase your users here. You can look for the prices, how many of your users you need, or basically I say, how many emails do you need? You need 5, then you need to take 5 users. So that's how it works, right? So you have 30 GB storage, that's for your Zoom meeting, and whatever. You don't record every meeting. Introduction meeting is not really required. You need to record those meetings where you're giving some promises, you're making some commitments, and either the buyer is going to make some commitments. Only then you take it, or else just let it go. These are the work emails, Gemini AI on your Gmails. These are all something that works for you good. But yeah, if you say I need a separate meeting page where people can see like this Calendly one, so where people can go book your calendar just on what you have. Just give me a minute. Yeah, like this one. This is the page where you have calendar, time zone, your details. If that's something that you need, something like that, then you need to go for this plan, which is for yearly, which is going to cost you, I'll reduce the price here, I'll go for one user, which is 864 rupees. So that is something per user per month, if that's something you're looking for. If you want something for a yearly plan, then yeah, you have a discount there, so you can check for that. So if you go on monthly, this is the price. If you go for yearly, this is the price. But what I suggest you is, initially when you're starting, I'm not sure if this is good enough, even after my advice, if this is good enough for you or not. What I advise you is, take for a month, try the whole thing, go for a month subscription. I don't say go for a year first. Go for a month subscription, pay this much, it's okay. You're paying extra, still fine. Just understand, I want you to start with this one, not with this one. Start with this. If this is good enough, then use it or upgrade it to the yearly plan. If no, if this much is not good enough, you want all of these tools, then upgrade it. You can go for this plan on a monthly thing. Try this out and see if everything is working for you or not, and then go for a yearly plan, so that you can save a bit money. If you're comfortable and if you're looking to use this tool for a longer time, then yeah, this really works for you. Okay, this is all what I wanted to share. And if you compare to the Zoom, only for virtual meeting, you're going to pay 12,000 plus. Here, for a whole bundle, you're going to pay this much. So if you click on a start trial, so just you can say whatever the company name is, click on next. I need to set up the whole thing. So Google is a bit of that. Okay, so what I can do is I'll go for a monthly, and I can tell you it's like 12,400. So in that case, if you see, this is good enough, because I am not going to spend on any email tool, any signature tools, any storage, nothing. 2 TB is more than enough. 2 TB is the hardest what we carry these days. So 2 TB is almost like 2000 GBs. This is 30 here, you get 2000 GBs. So for all your team, you can split it, you can add the thing. So you can look for this. This all works. So if you are looking for this, go for it. If you really have to spend 12,000, then go for it. But here on Zoom, I have recorded a separate video on it. So if you go and view that video, there is a trick where you can buy, instead of paying 12,000, you can buy it at 4,000 odd. So if you are interested in buying this, please go and buy it at a lesser price, that you can watch that video and get it for a discount. That works well. Okay. Plus is also here. If you go for Plus, normally I don't recommend. So by the time if you reach here, I want you to switch to Microsoft tools. So that really works the bundle. So now this video is all about virtual meeting, but end of the day, the thing here is, these guys as Google, they don't give me just the Google Meet. So that's why I have to combine it and compare. I'm not comparing here Apple to Apple, but what I'm saying is apple to oranges. I know it, but still I'm getting the better deal, including all of this. Google Meet is one of the main thing. Still I'll get it 150 participants, good enough for me. And maybe I need to compromise with the quality and other things. Still okay, I can start my business, I can grow here. Once I'm done, I'll buy Zoom also. There's nothing yet. It's all the money what you need to keep on throwing all across. You'll get all of it, whatever you need it. Okay, so this is the thing. And if you need any help in anything possible in export-import business, consultation, documentations, tools, setup, business training, team training, anything, get in touch with us. The number is in the description. Give us a call. And if you need any free support, there is a comment box open. Go and drop your questions. We'll answer you right there. Thank you so much for watching this. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. It will be a great support for us. And do not forget to drop your thought. What do you think of this video? Thank you so much. Have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.